Alright, let's just get on with it.
That's not true. Well, maybe. I mean, she has some overpowering presence, and it does not allow me to properly do my thing. I'm not sure what you mean by swinging, however.
Wait, so what was the part you objected to them? I thought she just had a kind of homophobic overreaction to being called gay, but what was the part that she did not find truthful? Whatever. I should just get the fuck on with it.
Means that you know, like girls? Oh, really? Well, how about we forget all about Yuri for now, and I show you exactly which way I do swing, Taka-kun. That won't be necessary. But she must be quite a challenge to deal with, considering...
I'll briefly lowered my voice to a whisper.
You are already a handful to deal with once you start teasing.
That wasn't a whisper. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't even know how to whisper.
You are perhaps the less the gentleman I thought you to be, Taka-kun. What am I then? A little bit rogue, perhaps. Or maybe you see yourself as more of a hero type.
Of course I'm a hero. A perverted one, but a hero nonetheless. Yes, that was my shittest upbringing impression. It just sounds like my real voice. And I do not... Fuck, does this mean I sound like a pervert in real life? Because I was trying to do kind of a pervert voice. Yeah, I'm having an inner crisis when I realize I have the voice of a pervert. Oh no, small. Taka no. Welcome back, Mako-chan. How did the hunt for the golden apple go? Oh, no golden ones, but I got a load of good ones. Even one that's shaped like a heart. You can have that one, take a no. Ah, this whole game, this whole world is just delightfully appropriate, isn't it? An apple shaped like a heart. Interesting. Does this mean you're confessing your love to me by giving me this? Maybe I. Hey, it even says, Well, I mean, is supposed to be with a U, but it's still, How appropriate. Again, it's just, I guess it's appropriate in my favor too, so I shouldn't complain. Seriously, think Ichikawa would kill me if he saw me in my current situation. I can't even remember who that is. And why would he? I don't know, is he your dad or something? Whatever. Why, thank you, fat lady. I shall savor every moment of its sweet flavor, Tilda. And yeah, this guy's voice keeps changing all the time.
Maiko, how can you betray your love of me, your one and only sister? Did our time together mean nothing? Oh my!
Also, sister, ew. But I love you too, Onai-sama. Oh, wait, no, wait. Okay, yeah, for some reason, I thought she said that to the main character guy. He's like, yeah, we're like siblings now because we've gotten so close to each other. But it's still creepy because she's like, oh, now we're competing. Now you, my love interest, and my sister are competing for my affections or something like that. Which, you know, is like there are different kinds of relationships. You know, most people do not have any problems with having a loved sibling and a loved romantic / sexual partner. You know, for most people, those are completely distinct, separate things that do not need to overlap or compete in any sort of regard whatsoever. So, I stand by my incest accusations from earlier. Oh, but I love you too, Onai-sama. I found a super big apple for you. Even bigger than my breasts. Oh. You're sick, Gabe. You are sick.
Polygamy at its finest.
Well, we better hurry up. We're going to go say 2chan.
Wait, what? I thought we would at least need to ask her for permission and wait until she grew bold enough to reply.
And how would you do that without talking to her? Does this backwards magical world have email? Also, her hair is going behind her eyes. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, her hair is doing that too. I never noticed that before. I mean, their eyebrows are on their hair, but I'm like, that's a pretty common animation thing, so whatever, but... whatever. I don't know, but when I was picking apples, I found one of her tiny familiars. She said she wanted to see us today.
Oh, poopy.
Again, with the language, you know? It's like, tits, 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 midriff, legs, thighs, thighs, more legs, no, almost a bit of butt, you know? Holding up her fucking skirt like that. Poopy. How about fuck? How about shit? How about, at the very least, crap? Or damn? You know? It's like... if you wanna, like, keep it PG, it's like, alright, but this is, like, G-rated language in some sort of FAP game. It's weird. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. I said I was going to stop with that gag, but I suddenly find it funny again. First, following the directions Micro had received, we set off from the mansion. The three of us had made our way through the forest, somehow managing to stay en route with the help of the familiar. It didn't take us long before we had arrived at the place where Machiko had fallen into the river. They said that a cautious fox is worth two, so we made it past the river without further ado. So, according to these familiars, the shrine is supposed to be up ahead. My gaze had fallen upon a series of steps that went up the hill from the dirt path, and a gate standing at the top. At first I thought that a series of steps was a new euphemism for boobs, because, you know, I wouldn't blame you. Not that these boobs are particularly pleasant to look at, but they kinda draw your attention, you know? I mean, you've mostly gotten used to it at this point, and... I don't know where I was going with that joke. It wasn't funny in the first place.
Oh no, what could she want from us? She never summons us. She always bumps into us by chance. Why has she called for us, I wonder?
Oh, you're so silly. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Maybe she has found a way to stop my headaches. Now that would be truly wonderful, but it's no use guessing. With a stride of confidence in my steps, I swiftly climbed the stairs, the guards quickly following in my wake. One was making my own bold steps, while the other followed with small, slow paces. Never mind which one, you know, it's like, no, they're just, you know, bland, interchangeable characters, you know. Okay, I mean, that's not entirely fair. They are distinct characters, but still, it's like, no, it's not important. You know, they're just my bitches. You know, I'm going up there all pimp walking. They're just my bitches following behind. Never mind which one's which. They all look the same to me, and they all feel the same to my pimp head. I don't even know, but it's kind of weird. Come on, there's some more. Why don't we make a game of it? Take your mind off of it. We could play Hop Along Dandy. Hop on. Hop Along Dandy. I'm actually curious to see what that entails.
Mako-chan.
The spunky girl hopped past me, giving out commands that the older gal seemed to be following. They both moved one step at a time, either hopping, stepping, or jumping to the next step. When one fumbled, the other took another step, and the command then switched to the other girl. The panic that had almost set in has seemingly vanished as Machiko continued the silly little game with her sister. The two soon reached the top of the steps, and a voice I could have sworn I had heard somewhere before resounded in the air. Okay, that stupid game. I don't know. Well, they don't really kind of explain how you play it. I want to know how to play this fucking game. Okay. It sounds pretty stupid. At first, it sounded kind of interesting because Hop Along Dandy. What was that the name? I think that was the name. Yes, Hop Along Dandy. That sounds like a proper game, you know? Then it turned out to be slightly less interesting, but I'm still really curious to know the exact rules of this game, you know? And I can't wait. I'm assuming this is the demon lady. How did I do her voice? Well, I think I did her voice, and then that voice just kind of became the other purple lady's voice, because I mixed them up at first. I don't know.
How adorable! Michael Chen has achieved a bit in all those years, still hopping around on my doorstep like a bunny.
Or no, sorry, that's
Eep!
At the sound of the voice, Machiko let out a cry of surprise, her body trembling slightly as its owner revealed herself. The one responsible for Machiko's reaction seemed to be a familiar figure that hopped off the gate with ease and landed gracefully before us, her tail sweeping back and forth through the air.
Machi-tan, I'm so delighted to see you again. It's been a while since we last played.
Also, just noticed that I clipped on the audio something bad just there. I apologize.
Have you been well?
Also, again, with this character, I'm pretty sure I complained about this character design before, but these fucking clothes, man. I don't know. I mean, the other clothes, I mean, they're fan servicey and fetish clothes, sure, but I mean, this is just kind of a step too far. This just seems silly, you know? It's like, what is with this and the fact that it's like a boob frame, and then she's wearing paces on top of that. It's like, why can't it just be like clothed it in, and then with the elbow gloves? I don't even know, you know. It just also something weird about these horns. They seem a bit too like this horn should be pointing more directly towards the camera, not to the right, you know. I don't know, there's something with perspective and the foreshortening and everything here that's just a bit, I'm not entirely sure. Oh well, at least she shaved her bikini line. Huh, Two-Tone, we were playing a really fun game just now.
Hello, Tsuru-sama. We are doing well, thank you. It did look like a very cute game. Then again, it might have been because two really cute girls were playing it.
I have already forgotten how to do this voice for sure. Yes.
Still, I'm surprised you didn't join them, human. We couldn't keep up with their steps.
I was more interested in meeting you than playing some game.
How unfortunate. To ignore the appeal of that game's hold. It isn't healthy to always look upon life with such a serious and worrisome attitude. Isn't that right, dear Machi-chan?
That's not fair, Tsu-chan. Takanade didn't rule the rules, and it wouldn't be fair to bring someone in halfway. If he learns how to play, I'm sure he'll join in next time.
It's not, healthy?
The girl took a deep breath and closed her eyes, composing herself. No, she doesn't. Again, this just seems strange. I mean, previously, throughout the game, you know, they've kind of changed the facial expressions before, and several times closed their eyes, but this time the text says she closes her eyes, and she doesn't. Like, I don't know.
Michael's right. Takakun has yet to learn the game. It's not his fault. I'm just teasing him, dearest. There's no need to get so worked up. But I'm glad that you are all here. One thing surprises me, however.
What is it?
The fact that your precious Sakura is here with you.
I don't know this voice. It was a bad choice because I can't even remember how to do this.
Doesn't it strike you both as odd, a human like him being so friendly with spirits? The last time I recall seeing such a thing was when Machitan was but a toddler. This has me curious. Why is he here with you rather than someone here with you rather than someone of his own kind?
That's the gods from the village. They arrested him because of our actions. He helped us escape, and he was arrested instead. We rescued him and allow him to stay with us. It's fine, I swear. He's just a nice human. He seemed to be, not from around here, though.
You need not take offense, my dear. I simply find it rather fascinating to see a human defend a spirit. I'm well aware that he's not from the village. I take little interest in the close-minded humans of this realm, so your assumptions are correct. The bar is not a being of this world. And yet, he might end up playing an important role, whether he likes it or not.
I already told Micah-chan and Machiko-chan, Micah-chan and Machiko-chan. I don't know why do they have different honorifics? That's just really confusing to me. There's before, but it doesn't matter to me whether there's spirits or not. I like this place. That said, I'd still like to get back to my own world. I have an important tournament to prepare for.
Right, your upcoming battle. Let's take this discussion inside, shall we?
We will await your return, Tiger-kun.
It seemed like the sister could no longer accompany me. Feeling nervous, my steps grew a bit hesitant as I followed the spirit inside.
Here we are, the place of our very first conversation. I guess now would be a good time to introduce myself. My name's Tsuri, and just like your two companions out there, I'm one of the spirits that inhabit this realm.
But you're different from them, aren't you?
How observant of you. Yes, there is a difference between myself and most other spirits. Spirits are bound to a rather simple hierarchy. The stronger the spirit, the higher the standard. Then again, strength is often associated with experience.
So, what? You're saying that you're an ancient being or something?
I wouldn't go that far, Takahiro. It's rude to question a girl's age. But let's move on to the subject of your desire to return to your own world.
You're going to send me back? Great.
I'm afraid sending you back is beyond my capabilities. Hold on, weren't you the one who sent me here in the first place? I'm afraid that wasn't the case. It was your wish that sent you here. During our first encounter, I did mention that this place was special, didn't I?
Now that I thought about it, she did mention something along those lines. I briefly closed my eyes, trying to recall what she had said once before. This is a place like no other. That was weird. Although, I can't remember any of the dialogue in this fucking game, so that probably was an important reminder, but I still kind of... I don't know.
That's right. Having to spend time with the fox spirits, you likely already know that there is magic in this world. However, it's not as though Micah-chan herself possessed said magic. Rather, her body is simply able to connect with it, and I keep changing this accent. I don't know what that's all about. That sounds a bit complicated. The bodies of people who are capable of using magic create a special kind of link to the magic of this world. Try to imagine it like this. The magic within this world flows through several gateways. We commonly refer to them as mana gateways. Those who possess the ability to use magic draw the mana flowing from these gates. A different term for these people is mana receivers. So you're also drawing this magic? Ha! No, my boy. I'm not borrowing the magic of this realm. I'm powerful enough to perform magic of my own. However, this shrine is located on a mana gateway, which could explain why the shrine in your world is said to be capable of granting wishes. Then, why can't you use that magic to send me back? Because it's not my magic that brought you here. It's the magic of the shrine, or rather, the world itself that pulled you into this realm. So you're saying that I'm stuck here forever? Not forever. You'll simply need to carry out the will of the world. Oh, great. You say this world has a will of its own? And how the hell am I going to find... And how... Now I'm losing track of this guy's voice, too. I don't know what's up with me now. Suddenly, everything just kind of started spinning, and I got flustered, and that whole, stale, sort of slow, stiff, awkward thing I was talking about before seems to be in full effect. I'm not even really making comments on the game anymore. Maybe I should stop now. Maybe I should stop addressing this. It's probably not fun at all when I address things. It's probably just depressing, and I don't know. I just feel like I have some kind of responsibility to do so, though, because otherwise people would just sit there and be bored, and I'm like, okay, at least I know that it sucks, okay, so don't hate on me, I don't even know.
And how the hell am I going to find out what it wants me to do? That's why I have me for, silly. I'm the guardian of this shrine, so obviously I know of its intentions. In your case, the task you were given was quite a harsh one. Don't tell me I have to collect wedding sashes.
Was that a thing in the beginning of the game? I can't remember if that was a thing, because that just seems fucking random. That seems very... I don't even...
And marry Machi-chan in the process? You wish. Teasing aside, this region is having its fair share of problems. Spirits and humans have lived apart for a long time, but it wasn't always like this. Wait, spirits have a world of their own? Yes, but that realm has started to merge with this one, causing some spirits to find themselves trapped here. Unfortunately, this happened before the more powerful spirits had an opportunity to reverse the damage done. Does that mean Machika-chan and Maka-chan they don't belong in this world? They don't belong in this world. I feel like that's just... it sounds like some kind of, horribly... asshole-ish kind of racist comment or something like that. I mean, it's a pretty common thing that people say, and I felt like I would be able to make some kind of jokes surrounding that, but apparently I couldn't, and so I just ended up repeating it a couple of times, and that was just really kind of weird. Although neither of them likely realized this, they were much like human toddlers when they first arrived at this world. I slowly started to understand the reason why the fox spirits and the villagers were on such bad terms. Anyone who would be restless if beings from another world that you had never heard of suddenly showed up on your doorstep. Is that why there is so much tension between them and the villagers? I'm afraid the Fox Sisters became the victims of misunderstanding. You see, Machi-chan and Maka-chan... that wasn't her name, was it? Or... I don't even... I guess it's just a shortening, whatever. Aren't the only spirits within this realm. There are others which has caused things to escalate. There are others which has now I make comments in her voice. That's just bizarre. And this voice still isn't good, but whatever. I guess that's correct. That just seemed a bit odd to me. It's like there are others. That would be who have caused things to escalate. I don't know. I'm tired or something. I cannot even English. There are others which has caused things to escalate. Yes, whatever. I want to complain about something. There hasn't really been anything for me to pedantically complain about for a while, and it makes me sad because that's what I do and that's what I like to do. You mean there are other fox spirits? Not fox spirits, but other spirits. They were sent into this realm just like the sisters, but unfortunately they were sent rather far from here. While Machi-chan and Maka-chan were close enough for me to care for them, the others weren't so lucky. What do you mean? Did something happen to them? Along with Maka-chan and Machi-chan, four other spirits were sent here when the worlds briefly merged. Unlike the Fox Sisters, those four didn't have anyone to watch over them, and as a result, they grew rather spoiled and wild. So what you're saying is...
Spirits going wild. It sounded like a recipe for trouble. Are spirits usually in captivity? Or what? I mean, is this like a rabbit thing where you... I introduce rabbits in a population where they shouldn't be. They just breed like crazy and ruin the ecosystem. I mean, considering how sexualized these spirits are, that wouldn't really surprise me, but, I don't know.
Yes, they grew oblivious to the way human society worked, and their behavior made humans mistake them for monsters. Even though now those girls and their games are mistaken as acts of violence, and as a result tensions arose between the spirits and humans. So, Maiko-chan and Maiko-chan are discriminated because of those spirits? You could say that, yes. Then why didn't you try to stop them? Because I can't leave this forest. I'm the guardian spirit of this shrine. I cannot leave my domain. So does she not count as one of the spirits, or what? It's like, this mythology is kind of confusing. It's like, because she is apparently also a spirit, but was she one of the spirits that accidentally came here, or does this world actually has its own spirits? Like, are there spirits both in this world and in the other world, but they're just different kinds of spirits? What the fuck? I couldn't help but wonder what purpose all this talk about spirits served. Could it have something to do with finding my way back home? Do you think solving the problem with these spirits could be my ticket out of here? Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised if dealing with those spirits would solve the problems between the spirits and humans. It would be difficult to track them down, but there may be an opportunity for you soon. An opportunity? I'm sensing one of them, heading through the forest towards the village. My nose got all gooped up. I can't remember the word. That's why my voice is suddenly just kind of deteriorated because nose blockage. You didn't know to need that. You did not need to know that, but I pointed it out anyway. Deal with it, I suppose. You can convince Machi-chan and Maiko-chan to help you protect the village. The villagers might be willing to accept them. That did make sense. If Machiko-chan and Maiko were protecting the village from a possible threat, they might be forgiving for the panties incident. Shouldn't that rather be the panty incident or the well, you don't. Well, I mean, even though you tend to say pandas in plural. Whenever you say the something incident, you don't tend to pluralize the first word. You know, if there are several incidents, you pluralize the incidents, but I'm not gonna call you out for being wrong, game, but I'm gonna glare at you suspiciously for a while. Do you think it'll work? Only time will tell. For now, you'd better get the girls and make haste towards the village before the wild spirit causes any more damage.
Nodding my head in agreement, I quickly ran outside, trying to think of how I could convince Machiko and Maiko to help me save the village. Surely they would be better off as heroes rather than pranksters. However, I doubted that the sisters held feelings of fondness towards the villagers, considering the continued treatment of the two girls.
I wonder how he'll solve the challenge I set before him.
I found Machiko and Maiko talking near the steps leading back into the forest. The two girls looked like they were playing a game similar to hopscotch on the wide-step shrines. It was time for me to figure out how to convince the girls.
Ah, Taka-kun, is everything alright? You look worried.
Tsuri told me something interesting.
Oh, what was it? Did she tell you Onisama's butt size? Bust size? I almost said butt size. I didn't read butt size. I read butt size, but it was just because of this damn voice. It's like all the letters run together, you know. Thunk! Hey, we did have a sound effect. I was wondering before if this game actually had sound effects, and it turns out it did have sound effects. It had a thunk! Bloody amazing game of the year. I don't know. It's not a game, it's a visual novel. Whatever. Fuck you.
Maiko!
Are we?
Haha, nothing like that. And even if she offered to, I would have said no. I'm a gentleman, after all. She told me about some recent events, and I think I found a way to get you both accepted by the village.
Wait, what? What did she tell you? She has not told us a thing. Or is it she has not told us a thing. She has not told us a thing. I don't know. Sometimes I never know where to
put emphasis on words. It doesn't really matter that much. Yes!
She didn't go into too many details. She just told me that some wild spirits caused a lot of trouble for the villagers and gave you guys a bad reputation. If we can convince the villagers that the other spirits are just playing, maybe we can figure out a way to protect them. And if you show up to help, maybe they'll warm up to you.
Yeah, might work for sure. 2chan and taking me so smart.
Whoa, wait. Michael, calm down. Taka-kun, there's no way the villagers will accept us that easily. Even if we do, even if we convince their elder, the two gods will never forgive us for our theft.
I firmly believe that it's better to try something and fail than to regret not having tried. I mean, those girls will probably be upset, but maybe they would be more willing to listen to your story if we were able to save the village.
Also, I had a comment here, but I thought of the comment after I started reading the next paragraph, but I was just like, oh my god, this fucking guy and his philosophy, man. He's a philosopher, man. This fucking guy, I don't even know what I'm doing. I didn't plan to say it like this. This is just weird, but this fucking guy and his fucking philosophy, fucking amazing, man. It's like, oh my god. I don't even know.
I just keep making noises and sounds. I worked at this one, but what?
It's better to try something and fail than regret not having tried. But won't you be sad if you fail despite having tried so hard? Oh, and she's a fucking philosopher too. Holy shit, man. Her philosophy is a lot worse, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, it will only hurt if I fail. Nothing is ever set in stone, so it never hurts to try.
Well, it never hurts to try. Well, I mean, I could try to hit myself in the leg with an axe, you know? I guess the trying itself doesn't really hurt, but if I succeed, then that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker, so I'm not entirely sure about this guy's philosophy. I remain skeptical. Well, I was rather certain this idea would work, and first I had to convince the girls. With the amount of confidence my tone carried, I was hopeful that it was only a matter of time before Machiko would begin to consider it. Oh, you are so fucking full of yourself, aren't you? It's like, oh yes, I have such a confident tone. Yes, I just know. You know, I manipulate all of the pussy, you know. This fucking guy. This fucking guy, I don't know.
I'm not so sure, Taka-kun. Do you really want to face the wrath of Mio head-on?
It's for the sake of my friends. If it's for the sake of my friends, sure. And if we're lucky, she'll finally show that Dera side of what?
That there is that like that dare, like that there side of her. Did he just turn southern and also Ebonics at the same time? She'll finally show that dare side of her. I don't know. Or did they misspell? First I read it as like dare as in D-E-A-R. Or did they try to make say deer as in a deer, you know, as in the animal? It's like that deer side of her. What, is she part deer? Is she a deer spirit? And is that the twist of the game? She's actually a deer spirit? Or is this just a word that I don't know and I should know, and I am a complete fucking idiot for sitting here dissecting this word that maybe is just like the most common fucking word in the English language and I just don't know it, and it just highlights the fact that I'm a complete and fucking idiot and you just sit there screaming at your screen. Questions, man. Questions. Now I'm the philosopher. Oh yeah. I'm up for it. I want to go play with people in the village. I want to be able to eat delicious smelling foods and learn all about them.
What about you, Magic-san? Don't you want to be able to walk around without the constant fear of being chased down by angry villagers? This could be the only chance we have.
I suppose. With both of you being so enthusiastic, I do not have much of a choice in the matter. It would be nice to be able to buy sake.
At least I know sake. I know a lot of Japanese words and terms and shit and all this weird crap that I don't know, but at least I do know what sake is. I did not say sake or something, because I'm not that much of an idiot.
It would be nice to be able to buy sake from the human world. Spirit sake is rather bland.
Kinda like your personality.
That's the spirit. We should hurry to the village then.
Very well, Takakun.